Did you listen to the Mark Andreessen interview on Joe Rogan at all? The guy who founded LinkedIn. Did you hear that one?
Oh, I did not, but maybe I should go check it out.
It's good.
Uh-huh.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because, and I'm seeing this in the recruiting industry, he basically said something to the effect of they were talking about the advancement of AI and tech and robots and the future of the workforce. And Mark was saying, he's like, isn't it interesting how 10, 15 years ago, the mindset was that the physical robots were going to advance first and maybe take some blue collar jobs. But now that has flipped, and now the AI and the tech are taking more white collar jobs and laptop jobs, and the blue collar jobs are actually in longer protection.
Yeah.
And then he went on to say, the construction workers, the welders, the plumbers, the electricians, all the labor workers, the skilled trades. He was saying how those are going to be the valued people because there's fewer of them. So many of the old guys and girls are retiring, and nobody can do those trades. And now with the advancement of AI and tech, you got all these 35-year-old software engineers, and all of a sudden, they can't find work. By the way, software engineer job postings are down 60% compared to last year.
Wow.
And so he's just talking about how if there's going to be people in trouble, it could be people with jobs pounding on laptops. And meanwhile, as that interview happened, my road where I live is totally being redone. So right outside my house, I'm watching these construction workers work for the last few months, right? And I'm always telling my wife, I'm like, you see those guys out there? They're protected. Those guys are in great shape.
That's the future right there.
Yeah. That's what we're like. Why didn't, yeah. So, and I'm telling my sons that I have two sons in their late 20s and early 30s, and I'm telling them, like, I think trade skills is probably a safe route from what I can tell. But anyway, what are your thoughts on that topic?
Yeah, I think we're going to see an incredible revolution of the workforce happening. It's already happening. And, I think for candidates, like the time to have the most up-to-date, high-in-demand skills is more important now than ever. So if you're not working with AI, learn how to use AI and make it be a core component of who you are and what you do in your career. And think about like what are going to be the most in-demand jobs and how do you stay in demand? And I think things will change, like, software developer positions, the glory of those days, I think, is coming to a close.
It is.
Especially for like new, younger software developers, I think it's a really hard time because AI can do what a junior developer can do in seconds. That takes hours and days and weeks. Yeah. The more senior level positions are still in demand because we need people that can patch code work together and, test and make sure that's all working. And we need strategic people to come up with new ideas that can then know how to use AI to build the next iterations. But I think, it will be time to start to look at, okay, what are the most in-demand jobs and how do I apply strategy and have, leadership skills, and how do I have the things that AI cannot do?
Yes.
Or if it's time to like shift directions completely in your career,
maybe.
What else would be a good fit? Healthcare isn't like we need more nurses now than ever, nurses and doctors and health tech aides and things like that, or if you can swing a hammer, great. If you enjoy that work, great. I think income will probably be increasing in those fields. We'll see how things start to pan out. But yeah, I think that it really truly is time to be thinking about things strategically and to do that consistently, because the world is changing dramatically at a quicker pace than ever before.